Today I want to talk about the hardest part. The hardest part of any project, of any business, of any launch, of any decision. And that's that final 10%, that final piece. That's when the resistance starts to show up. That's what Stephen Pressfield calls it in The War of Art, the resistance. And what happens is we're so close, and all of a sudden we start to come up with reasons why we can't launch, why we can't, we can't make that decision, why we can't move forward. Our brain kicks into overdrive with that resistance. And it might be that it has to be perfect, that we're hanging on to perfectionism. Or it might be our brain starts to kick into all kinds of fear. It's like, I've never done this before. I don't know what to do. I don't know what the next step is. I don't know how to make this decision. I don't have the support systems. My family doesn't support me. My friends have, no one in my family or my friends have ever done anything like this before. It can't work for me. It works for other kinds of people. And it's like all of a sudden our brain goes into overdrive, and maybe we kick in with this logic, and really it's fear disguised as logic, telling us why it's not our time, why we can't do it, why we've worked this hard, we're this close, but there's something that has to be changed, something has to be different, or it's not going to work for this reason, or I'm not going to have the money for that. And so, no one's immune to this. It shows up a lot in launches. Like you'll get so close to the launch and you're about ready to push forward and launch, and all of a sudden you realize, no, you know what? I got to make the product perfect. I have to change this one thing. Or you're about to make a big leap into a partnership or some other kind of decision, and you're thinking, oh, I don't know. How do I make this decision? And that's when you sort of, at some point, now I want you to think this through, and I want you to make good decisions, but at some point, you have to start to trust your gut. You have to start to trust your heart. And you have to, sometimes that nervousness is really, it's just your body saying, now is the time to move forward. Now is the time. Because I've seen way more failures from inaction than from people pushing forward and saying, now is my time. Those people, the people that push through and say, now is the time, those are the ones, in general, that are having the greatest success. So I want you to trust your gut, and I want you to move forward. Because just sitting there and making up excuses for why you can't move forward, why you can't make a decision, why you can't launch, that's not going to get you anywhere. So I'm Jeff Walker. Wherever you're watching this, scroll down, leave a comment for me, and let's go get him this week.